Who sent her? The members of the Illuminati.
Hi family, welcome to the channel once again. Thank you for being here and being active. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, and if you are already a family, drop us a like so that YouTube will recommend this video to so many people across the world. In this very sermon by Pastor Chris, he explains true prophecy about the Freemasons and their intentions about the Israel-Palestine war. This is really going to surprise your family, so try your best, watch the end, and your life will never be the same, and you won't see the Israel and Palestinian war just as a normal battle, but there is a cause and a reason behind this. Let us watch as Pastor Chris explains all this to us.
Now, when I talk about the Freemasons, I'm not talking about the junior Freemasons that, some of you who are not serious Christians might have been a part of, and then you think you're into something. You haven't even started. So just be calm and listen to me, and don't start getting uncomfortable. He's talking about Freemason. I love Freemason. Relax yourself. Albert Pike, the Grand Commander and Sovereign Pontiff of the Universal Freemasonry, made the statement I'm going to read to you in a moment. In his vision and plan for the Third World War, I explained this to you before. I explained on this program before. This was the Sovereign Pontiff, the Grand Commander of Freemason, the Universal Freemasons. So let me read to you so you understand what you're seeing, because they're following the Grand Commander's plan. He said the Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati. What do you mean agentur? It means the agency of the Illuminati. You see it? So they're going to use the help of the Illuminati to foment this trouble. How? The Illuminati will take advantage of the differences between the political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world. Now, the term political Zionist is another broad term, because political Zionist doesn't just mean the Jews. It means all those who support Israel. And that drags Christians right into it. They are referred to globally among political Zionists. Is there anywhere they sing songs of Zion more than among Christians? But I'll read more. You would notice in a second. So it's not just, these are not just off-the-cuff statements. No, listen. So he says, the agency of the Illuminati will take advantage of the differences between what? The political Zionists and the Islamic world. I read further. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam and political Zionism mutually destroy each other. So, who is instigating the war? Look at it. The Illuminati will instigate the war. by taking advantage of the differences between political Zionism and the Islamic world leaders.
So family, we can all hear and see clear by what Pastor Chris is saying that the Palestine and Israel war is planned by the Freemasons and the Illuminati. Family, he made other unraveling mysteries that will blow your mind. Let's just listen as Pastor Chris explains further to us.
So, this is a war on different fronts. And I told you about the words, the term used by George Bush Sr. when he called it 1,000 points of lights. That's a statement from the Illuminati. And they tell you they're coming at you from different positions. Like how Saddam Hussein was lured into Kuwait. And I read you those details as well. So it wasn't Saddam Hussein who just woke up one day and wanted to move into Kuwait. No. An official was sent to Saddam Hussein to advise him that it would be a good idea to move into Kuwait and that America will not do anything about it. He shouldn't be worried. Then he moved into Kuwait, and the next thing he knew, Gulf War. But these are not secret things. I gave you the name of the lady who went there, April Glaspie. So, he was lured into Kuwait. So, who sent her? The members of the Illuminati. So hear what Pike says, Albert Pike. He says, meanwhile, other nations once more divided on this issue. Okay, on what issue? The problem between the political Zionists and Islam. This is what they plan to do. Listen again to Albert Pike's plan here. It says, meanwhile, the other nations once more divided on this issue will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. See, they want to get the world exhausted, frustrated. He says, we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists. Think about it. They will unleash the nihilists and the atheists. So they know. See, the Freemasons understand. Because when people get into the Freemasons, they tell them that it's not a religion. But it is a religion. Albert Pike said it's a religion. Albert Pike, the Grand Commander, Sovereign Pontiff, stated very clearly that it is a religion. And not only that it is a religion, he stated several times that Lucifer is God. So if you don't know and you are in the Freemason, I want you to understand that the real doctrine of Freemasonry is that Lucifer, Satan, is God. That's their doctrine. So if you don't understand, if you are a Freemason, you are a worshiper of Satan. You are a Satanist.
At the climax of the video, Pastor Chris explains that the Freemasons worship Satan and their true agenda is to bring division among nations. Let us listen to the end family.
If you're not yet that high, you're not going to know. Listen to what he says. He says, we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism. What is he saying? See, they hate atheism. Why? Because they believe that Lucifer, Satan, is God. So they're saying there is a God. So they despise the atheists. So they're going to use them. So in the beginning, the atheists will think that they're on the same page. The nihilists will think they're on the same page. Even the Illuminati would think they're on the same page because they're only using them. You see it? So he goes on to say this. Then everywhere the citizens, obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries, would exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude, disillusioned with Christianity. See, that's what they want. They believe that somehow the people become so frustrated and flabbergasted and will be against Christianity. They become disillusioned with Christianity. And in that case, and he describes Christianity of that period. He says, Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction. You see it? They believe that the Christians will at that time be without compass, without direction. And anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. This manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Look at that. So his plan is the elimination, the extermination of Christianity and atheism at the same time. So he shows how to make it happen. And so the Third World War that he is planning, or that he was planning, was to bring the whole world into such a chaotic situation for the manifestation of Lucifer as the true God. So this is what it's about. This is what it's about. So they expect this war to culminate, this war in the Middle East. And then while this is going on, the one in Russia and Ukraine will be going on, and that would drag NATO into it because it gets worse now in that kind of situation. And then they expect China to move into the other small country, what do they call it? Taiwan. They expect that. And then pretentious America will act like they're going to fight back.